Assassin's Creed is a popular historical action-adventure video game franchise, having sold over 200 million copies. Starting in 2007 with the release of Assassin's Creed, the franchise has spawned 14 main and 17 side games, along with books, a movie, board games, and more. With the games set throughout different periods of history, players get to explore an intertwined world of historical events, historical fiction, and science fiction. Publisher and developer Ubisoft's tagline for Assassin's Creed is "History is our playground." I chose this game media text as it is one of my favorite game franchises and was very important to me growing up. The series also appeals to several of my interests and study areas. My analytical frameworks for research are women and fan studies. Despite making up a part of video game fan bases, women have often been relegated to minimal representation and stereotypical over-sexualized side roles. Over recent years, this has evolved in line with wider Western social norms to improve female representation. This will inform my analysis of how women are represented in the Assassin's Creed franchise and what the wider fandom reaction to this is. My project will examine how women are represented in the Assassin's Creed game and how these representations are received by fans. Analyzing the game content, focusing on games from different eras of the franchise and their female characters, as well as analyzing fan reaction and commentary videos, historical accounts of women in these time periods and roles, and comparisons to the male characters. My project will be presented in a podcast format, as broken down in the cubes below. The first source I have used in designing my analytical framework and analysis is fan studies and as feminist methodology. In this article, Hannell explores the overlap of methodology, terminology, and theory between feminist cultural studies and fan studies. This provided me insight into how my chosen areas of analysis overlap and complement each other, as well as key approaches I need to take in my own research when using these frameworks. Secondly, this article provides an overview of women in the Assassin's Creed franchise through a feminist analysis. This provided me with a strong foundation on how to understand the representation and how it's evolved, and how this also aligned or didn't with the real-world occurrences, particularly internally at Ubisoft. And lastly, for my three sources, this article focuses on the weak and underrepresentation of women in recent video games, particularly in identity formation for young girls and women. This article provided a strong overview of female representation in video games, which I will use as a comparison point against my Assassin's Creed franchise-specific research. And this is my project timeline. Thank you.